All right. So, you hear blockchain, you think,
Bitcoin.
yeah,
Right.
crypto. Right.
Right.
But that's not what we're diving into today.
No.
We're looking at something else as being totally revolutionized by blockchain, and that is supply chains.
Supply chains in 2025.
Yeah, in 2025.
Yeah, that's right.
Which is like right around the corner, basically.
It is.
And it's crazy because we're talking about like knowing where your food comes from or a business, being able to like guarantee where something came from.
Absolutely.
It's wild.
The level of transparency that we're talking about is really unprecedented.
Yeah. So how about we get started with kind of like the problems that we have with supply chains now
Okay, sure.
and how blockchain can help.
Yeah, so I mean, traditional supply chains are just,
Oh, they're a mess.
they're a mess. They're so complex. There's so many different people involved, so many middlemen, and the paper trail. It's enough to make your head spin.
Yeah, and that's where all the problems come in, right?
Exactly.
Like you get fraud, you get errors, things just get lost.
You get inefficiencies.
Yeah.
You get data loss.
Remember that thing with the medicine a few years ago?
Oh, yeah.
That was scary.
Counterfeit medicine,
Yeah.
getting into the supply chain.
Yeah. It's like, how do you even...
Yeah, and it's not just big things like that.
Yeah.
I mean, we've all had that experience of ordering something
Oh, yeah.
and it just like disappears.
Where is it?
It's somewhere in the void between the warehouse and your house.
Oh,
When you have no idea where it is.
So how does blockchain like help all of this?
So blockchain basically creates this
Okay.
shared record of every transaction, every movement
Okay.
of anything in the supply chain.
Go.
It's like a digital ledger, but it's not just in one place.
Right.
It's distributed across a whole network of computers.
Right.
And every time there's a new transaction, it's linked to the one before it
Okay.
using cryptography. So you
Yeah.
get this chain of blocks.
That's basically impossible to tamper with.
So it's like a tamper-proof trail,
Exactly.
but digital.
Yeah.
So like, how does that actually like help us?
So let's go back to food.
Okay.
Okay. Remember that spinach thing in 2023?
Oh, yeah.
That contamination scare?
Uh-huh.
It took weeks to figure out where it came from.
Right.
Massive recalls, tons of wasted food.
People are freaking out.
Yeah, people were really worried.
Yeah.
But with blockchain, every step of the way from the farm to the processing to the store
Yeah.
is recorded with a timestamp.
Oh, wow.
So if there's contamination, they can find the source in like hours.
So you're saying instead of like the whole country,
Right.
you can just target like the one spot.
Just the affected batch.
Wow, that's amazing.
And it's not just food safety.
Okay.
There's this one company, a fishing company. They're using blockchain to show that they're fishing sustainably.
Okay.
So you can scan a QR code
Uh-huh.
and see the whole journey of your fish. So it's like the real deal.
Exactly.
It's not fake.
And they can actually charge more
Oh, interesting.
because people trust them.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
But, at first I was thinking like, okay, this is great for like
Right.
big companies,
Yeah.
like Walmart.
Yeah. Yeah.
But what about like smaller businesses?
It's actually huge for them too.
Really?
Yeah. Think about it. You're a small business. You're
Right.
trying to import something.
Yeah.
The paperwork is a nightmare. There's risk of fraud delays. It's just a mess.
Yeah.
But blockchain streamlines everything. So international trade becomes way more secure, efficient, transparent.
So it's like a digital notary or something.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why.
And it makes it so much easier to build trust
Yeah.
with suppliers and customers.
Especially like across the world.
Yeah, especially for global markets.
That's amazing.
And it makes it easier for small businesses to work together.
Okay.
They can share resources, track their progress, and even automate payments with smart contracts.
Okay, wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Smart contracts, what's that?
So basically, a smart contract is a contract,
Okay.
but it's written into the blockchain code.
Oh, wow.
So it executes itself automatically.
So like, how does that work?
Imagine you have a shipment
Yeah.
and the payment is only released when it arrives. No more chasing down invoices.
Okay.
No more worrying about getting paid.
So it's like a digital escrow.
Exactly.
That's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool.
But I mean, this all sounds great.
Right.
There's got to be some downsides.
Oh, no, of course there are challenges.
Yeah.
Like with any new technology,
Okay.
one of the biggest ones is scalability.
Okay.
As more and more businesses start using blockchain,
Yeah.
systems seem to be able to handle it.
Right. Like more transactions.
Exactly. Way more transactions.
Right.
And then there's the cost.
Yeah.
Setting up blockchain infrastructure,
Yeah.
maintaining it, that can be expensive.
Uh-huh. And I mean, isn't it kind of like
Like-
Hard to understand.
Yeah, there's definitely a learning curve.
Right.
It can feel pretty overwhelming at first.
So like, what are people doing about all this?
Well, a lot of companies are working with tech startups to make blockchain easier to use
Okay.
and more affordable.
Yeah.
And we're also seeing all kinds of different blockchain platforms,
Right.
some public, some private, even some hybrid.
So businesses can kind of pick what works for them.
Exactly.
That's great.
Yeah. So things are definitely moving in the right direction.
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy to think that like this is so much more than just like making things more efficient.
Absolutely.
It's about trust.
Yeah. And like transparency.
Transparent.
That's like,
Yeah.
feels kind of revolutionary.
It really is revolutionary.
And it's just the beginning.
We're just getting started.
I mean, what even is a world that's run on blockchain? Like, what does that look like?
I don't know.
What new opportunities are there going to be?
The challenges.
It's really exciting to think about.
It's really something to think about.
It is.
So yeah, I think that's about it for our deep dive today.
That was a great discussion.
Yeah, I learned a lot.
Me too.
Thanks for listening, everybody.
Yeah, thanks for joining us.